Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about list in Python. List is the most versatile data type in Python. So let's start with very basic thing that what is list. List is nothing but a container which can hold the number of elements. It is like an array. But in array, when we define number of elements, the type of those element must be same. This is not the case in list. Yes, in list you can store number of element, that too with different type. Now let's see how to create a list in Python. In list we use square bracket to create the list. Here the values are, let's say, taste, first, integer value, float value, boolean value, anything you can write. Okay, so this is how we can create list by adding number of element into the list, and that too is comma separated. So now I have the list ready X, and you can see the elements are with different type: integer, float, boolean, string. You can also store list inside a list. Yes, you can store list, tuple, set, dictionary inside the list. Here you can also try one program. The aim of the program could be, you need to identify or you need to calculate the number of sublists present in the list. I'm not talking about the depth of a list. The program should return the count of number of sublists present in the list. List is mutable. The meaning of mutable, which means you are able to modify the content of list, you are able to change the content. But before modifying the list, let's see how to access the element of a list. To access the element of a list, we use index. If I write x of 0, we can retrieve the first element. If I write x of 1, second element, and so on. You can also write negative index. This is how we are able to retrieve the values of a list. List also supports slicing. The concept of slicing I have already explained in the video of string, and the link of the same is mentioned in description. So let's see some of the operation of slicing as well. Start size 0, 3, 1, which means start is 0, end is 3, and the step size is 1. So it will give me the value taste, first, and 1. Why? Because the starting index 0, the starting point, is included, and the ending point 3, which is excluded. So we will not able to retrieve the value at position number 3. So we will have taste, first, and 1. But if I write x of 0, 3, 2, now I have changed the step size. So the answer would be taste and 1. There would be an increment of 2 while retrieving the element. You can also try negative indexes in the slicing. As I said, list is mutable, so we can change the content. And to change the content, let's see some of the methods. List supports so many methods. We are going to see a couple of them. The methods basically which we use frequently in general operation. The first method that we are going to see is append. If I write x dot append, and you can write any element. Let's say I would like to insert the element 78 into my list. So you can write that element as a parameter, as an argument of append method, and when you run it, the 78 will be added at the last position of a list. So now you can see taste, first, 1, 2.5, true, and 78 is the last value. The next method to insert number of element inside the list is extend. But the difference between append and extend is what? If you want to insert a single element, you can use append. If you want to insert multiple elements in one go, you can use extend. So I'm going to write again the value 55, let's say 78, 99, 12. And the result is x. And you can see 55, 78, 99, 12, the 4 values has been added at the end of list. One more method is there, which is insert. It has 2 parameters. The first one is the position. Let's say I would like to add my position, my variable, the value at second index. So 2 colon, the value is, let's say, 450, and this is x. Taste, first, 450. As you can see, 450 has been added, but it has been added at position number 2. So there are 3 methods that we can use to add the element or the number of element into the list, which are append, extend, and insert. One thing you should keep in your mind, that whenever to solve a specific task, if you have the number of options, at that time you must know the difference between the options. Okay, now let's see another method to remove the element from list. If I write x dot remove except value, remove except an element. So if I'm going to write 450, the 450 has been removed from my list. If I'm going to write the value which does not present in my list, that is, let's say 789, so it will definitely give me an error that this is not in a list. Another method to remove the value, which is pop. If you do not define in anything in the argument, it will definitely remove that element, but it removes the last element from a list and it returns it. If you have observed, x dot remove, which means remove method, does not return anything, but pop method does, and it returns the deleted element. So if I'm going to write x dot pop and pop accepts the index as an argument, so if I'm going to write 2, so the element which is at index 2 will be removed and it would be returned. So that is 1. So now my x is taste first 2.5, true 78, 55, 78 and 99. One more thing, if I'm going to write x dot remove 78, which is twice in my list, so that remove method will remove 78 but not all the occurrences of 78. It removes only one occurrence, the first occurrence of that particular element. There are some other methods as well. The list of all the methods is already mentioned in the description. You should go and see and try to implement it. And if you have any difficulties in that, do let me know. And yes, about the program that I have mentioned earlier, to find the count of sublist of a list. If you find any difficulty in implementing that program, or if you receive an error by implementing that program, so do let me know the error as well. Do let me know in the comment. And that's it for this video. Thank you for being here.